Eggies. Crack. Boil. Twist. Real simple, right? That's what it looks like when you open it up. We'll see. Okay, the first thing the directions say to do is to coat the inside and the top with cooking oil. It says don't spray directly in it, spray it onto a paper towel. Here we go. And I'm going to wipe each piece. Inside, inside. These are the bottoms. Make sure you got them all, and now I'll do the tops. Okay, have the bottom and the top piece on with the collar holding them together tight. Directions saying next to remove the lid and crack the egg into the eggies. I've got the eggies bottom and top put together with all the collars you provide. The next step is to crack the eggs and put them in the eggies. And you just don't drop them in boiling water. It asks you to put them in a saucepan with 2.5 inches of water and put them in there gently to make sure they float. Sounds like a big pain in the rear, but we'll go ahead and try. Okay, cracking the eggs now. Okay, there's one egg and one eggie. We'll put the lid on. And gently put it in there. It's supposed to float. It's not floating, so I'll have to add a little bit more water. I added a little bit more water into the saucepan, and it's floating. So I'll just repeat that 5 more times, and then turn it on to a high heat. Now all I'm doing is repeating the process, cracking the eggs, putting them in the eggie, putting the lid on, making sure they float. Probably speed this up for the video purpose. Still seems like an awful lot of work. Good Lord, come on.
What happened, Daddy?
Put another one in there.
What happened? Oh, that's too bad.
We're getting there, folks. Come on. If the whole point of these is to avoid peeling eggs, I don't know if the return on investment is big enough. Okay, put that one in. 2 more. We'll do them both and put the lids on afterwards. Maybe that'll speed it up. I do realize you learn shortcuts as you go. While they're floating, six eggies floating. We'll turn up the heat now and see what happens. 6 eggies floating, and I'm going to turn the heat to high and start to boil. We'll check back in a few minutes. I'm not going to put the lid on for my saucepan because it pushes the eggies down into the metal, which I think would melt them. We'll check back in a few minutes.
Look at me, Dad.
I've reached a point where the water's boiling. I turn it down a little bit. We'll let it simmer now until the eggs look like they're boiled through the plastic. Okay, it's been boiling for what seems forever. What I'm going to do now is just turn it off. The directions tell me to be careful because steam builds up within the eggies. Remove them with a slotted ladle and let them sit for 3 to 7 minutes before attempting to open them. So I'll remove them now. I'm just going to pick them up like this. It's actually kind of cool to the touch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we'll let them cool. I've got that one egg left in there, doing it the old-fashioned way. Been a few minutes. Here's the eggs. Twist them apart. Remove the top. Watch out for steam. Ah, here comes the egg. It says squeeze from the bottom until it comes out. Squeezing all around. Trying to tap a little bit. You can see the egg is in there pretty flat. Doesn't look like a normal boiled egg. Kind of looks like a half of an egg. Feels like an egg. Okay, I'm pushing on the side to bring it out. Oh my gosh, that was so much simpler than an egg. I'm going to peel it and see what it looks like. Well, smells like an egg, tastes like an egg. Okay, this is what the eggies look like when you're all done. It is true, it's really quick to get them out of the shell, but what that doesn't reflect is all the extra preparation time to put them in the shell and to clean the shell afterwards, or the false shell, the plastic one. And they don't look like we'd expect eggs to look like. It's just kind of a half thing. Would I recommend this to anybody? Unless they have some eggshell phobia that was paralyzing, I would recommend these to nobody. No one should buy eggies. Sorry, eggies.